Alright, what's popping? It's TTRS, the true real self where I'm real to you people and me. Today we're doing a tier list with Tiremaker. About the Incredibles and doing all the Golden Age heroes based on how good of a hero they were. F, aka Homelander tier. E, Comic Iron Man. D, Hulk. C, Ant-Man. B, Invincible. A, Spider-Man. And S, Superman. First up is Gamma Jack. His power is create and controlled radiation so he could hit you with burns or just nuke you. When it makes or even when there's a lot of death and destruction he dead only sees it as collateral damage, prone to both tyrannical and megalomaniacal impulses, believing people with superpowers to be a superior race. He chose to prioritize attractive women above protecting other innocents and had a particular issue with fighting attractive female supervillains on the job. And is overall just a cool person to be with at all that and more puts him at F, Homelander tier. Second up is Frozone. He's just the best to me. He's a really cool guy. Puts in nothing but straight gold when he's out there. Has the best costume, and overall just steals the show whenever he's in the movies. Easy S, Superman tier. Third is Splashdown. Now to be real, we don't know much about this guy other than he possessed the ability to fly, as well as numerous water-based powers such as underwater high-speed travel, the ability to breathe underwater and communication with underwater life forms. His weakness was dehydration, which meant that he needed to remain intensely hydrated. And being fiercely independent and having an obsession with finding the lost city of Atlantis. But the fact that he is one of many poor supers who died of capes. Yes, in this verse a lot of them are killed by their suits because the capes would get on something and put them 6k feet under. Now I think capes can be done right, even have a purpose by shielding, carrying, ECT. But in their verse it just wasn't meant to be anyway. Splashdown. C, Ant-Man tier. Fourth, Universal Man. He's just a bum who he's no self-worth. Has no secret identity because of the fact of no self-worth. Pretty unstable and doesn't know how to use his powers well, which is density manipulation that can make him as tough as a black hole and fly at the same time, yet he was the first to die. D, Hulk tier. Fifth, the Phalange. He's an hero who can't use his powers anymore cause he got hit with laryngitis, and the downside of his own powers is not helping, having him be useless, making him E, Comic Iron Man tier. Sixth is Stormicide, who can absorbing oxygen to extinguish flames like a sponge, plus can fly and is even an excellent multitasker, but is sensitive to criticism and jokes, but she pretty real reliable. B, Invincible tier. Seventh is Mr. Incredible, hard-working, strong, really into real hero work, could sense imminent danger and overall is just incredible, no pun intended. But is can be tricked and easily caught off guard. So 8, Spider-Man tier. Eighth up, Dynaguy. He's just impulsive, reckless, and dumb guy who also died due to the caps but tried his best, can shoot disintegration rays from his forehead and could fly through ion propulsion gauntlets which were worn on his forearms. E, Comic Iron Man tier. Ninth, Apogee is a pretty cool person but can only use her powers in the day because of her solar powers. With that, travel by solar-powered levitation and with her enhancing membrane suit. D, Hulk tier. 10th is Hypershock, who is an alcoholic with a really big ego and needs to be glazed like no other. The 24th or the 7th of December 365, while being a superhero on top of that also having the power of to generate seismic waves up to 6 on the Richter scale using his fists, which would cause earthquake-like disruptions. He wielded dual seismic amplification hammers to enhance this ability to an undefined extent, and could fly via a vector thrust, fusion rocket rucksack strapped to his back. A weakness to his seismic wave generation was that it was ineffectual on non-solid material, ECT. So yay F, Homelander tier. 11th, Stratagale, a great person and cool hero but a airhead who also died because she was saving the world. No, it was just capes again. C, Ant-Man tier. 12th, Downburst, who is nice guy, not a Reddit nice guy, a real one who can do atomic manipulation, allowing him to reshape matter and heal wounds, minor at first but getting better over time. Not very strong. Tro. B, Invincible tier. 13th, Elastigirl, just as reliable and cool as Mr. Incredible, very creative, use her mind a lot on the job, is a fantastic mother, and overall just the queen of the Incredibles. A. Spider-Man tier. 14th Gazerbeam, the absolute GOAT, who was the guy of the thrilling 3, being a very good lawyer in more ways than one in the skill and the fact that he was a pro bono lawyer, and was the key player in stopping Syndrome even when dead. Superman tier. 15th Psychwave is a real paranoid freak who uses her powers for selfish gain, primarily by manipulating men into breaking up with their girlfriends so she could date them, one of them being her best friend. She's really just a Cardi B or woman. Bill Cosby. F. Homelander tier. 16th Blazestone was a past criminal who was recruited by the NSA to be hero but keeps going back to be a criminal, still is not as evil as the last 3. E. Comic Iron Man tier. 17th Eversur, a pretty useful hero who can telepathy, clairvoyance, and magnoscopic vision, but is obsessive compulsive and a germaphobe but still really reliable. B. Invincible tier. 18th Macroburst is a hero who can use wind and fly with that wind. They also was androgynous and of ambiguous gender, had an obsession with maintaining their hair due to the constant wind disruption. Macroburst also has claustrophobia, and is pretty strong. They killed the first Omnidroid. So C. Ant-Man tier. 19th Meta Man was really just Superman with even more powers. He was also indecisive, though he was also compassionate and deeply committed to his hero work. He had been put under NSA review to even be the leader of Meta Group, overseeing the things of every other superhero team in existence. S. Superman tier. 20th Plasmabolt, as in the name, can use plasma waves by capturing electromagnetic energy in the antennae of her costume and transferring it to her hands. She could also achieve flight through high tensile, dachronic fiber, reinforced acrylium wings, was obsessed with the outdoors, spending her normal life under the guise of a forest ranger, which she was adamant about keeping separate from her superhero identity. Overall good but not great. C. Ant-Man tier. Last one up is Thunderhead, a amazing dad even with 5 kids. Great powers, which was to have weather conditions through the manipulation of barometric pressure, but there needs to be cloudy, otherwise he's useless. ECT, ECT. Overall just the best. S. Superman tier. Thank for watching this video. See you next time, whenever that is. Mad Facts 1000%. Let's really effing go, boys. Let's really effing go, boys.